Shalom friends, welcome to Daf Reactions, Bava Batra 22. Rav Dimi was a rabbi with a side hustle of being a salesperson between Eretz Israel and Babylonia. And as a Torah scholar, he was indeed entitled to certain special market privileges to make it easier for him and other people in his position to learn as well as earn. But as with so many things in life, terms and conditions did indeed apply. So the leader of the Jews in Babylonia says to Rava, so Rav Dimi did indeed file his paperwork to sell his freeze-dried figs, but let's just make sure he's legit. Let's do our due diligence and make sure he really is a Torah scholar too. Rava is like, no problem at all. And then he turns around and voluntells his student, Rav Adda bar Abba, to go and smell Rav Dimi's jar, which is surprisingly not a euphemism for anything other than checking on his credentials. Rav Adda decided to employ a classic Talmudic tactic, asking Rav Dimi if he knew the answer to a completely random halachic question he just pulled out of his own ass, or in this case, out of an elephant's ass. If an elephant swallowed a wicker basket, just go with me here, and then shat it out whole, is that basket still considered a real basket you can use, functional, able to contract ritual impurity? Or is it considered fully digested and now it really is merely a wastebasket, so to speak? Now, if it was a functional basket, personally, I think the first thing they should buy and put in it would be Lysol, but that's me. Rav Dimi has legit no answer to this random ass question. So he's like, by any chance might you be Rava, the famous sage known to ask really challenging, obscure questions? Which I find to be a fair assumption, but Rav Adda bar Abba does not think so. He was pissed. He hits Rav Dimi with his shoe, and he's like, I'm not Rava. I'm your teacher, but Rava is your teacher's teacher. And now I shan't grant you a booth at the farmer's market. Good day. So Rav Dimi unfortunately missed out on his opportunity to sell his figs. He was embarrassed. He had no money. He felt like a total basket case. Rav Dimi then went to Rav Yosef to lodge a complaint with the Better Business Bureau of Babylonia. Rav Yosef was truly shocked at what he heard. He's like, no, God will not delay a response to your humiliation. And what do you know? Rav Adda bar Abba died. Yeah, that escalated quickly. Now, usually when somebody dies, people aren't jumping at the chance to say, I think it was probably me. But that's exactly what happens. Rav Yosef is like, oh my God, I must have caused this accidentally because I cursed him. Rav Dimi says, oh my God, I must have caused this inadvertently with my fig grudge. Abai is like, guys, I think it must have been me because he dissed my school and he said Rava's was better and I felt some type of way about it. And so it must have been me. But he was also dissing Rava's employees. So Rava is now like, oh my gosh, I must have caused this inadvertently, accidentally. And then finally, Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is like, no, it was me. Now, he would always review his notes with Rav Adda before he taught his class. But one day, Rav Papa and Rav Huna ambushed Rav Adda after Rava's class to ask him what happened in class because maybe they weren't really paying attention, they weren't there, and they needed to borrow his notes. But meanwhile, this delay is causing Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak to delay his own talk, which he was about to give to the entire academy, kind of a big deal. Students are like, what's going on? Why haven't we begun class? And Rav Nachman says, I'm sitting and I'm waiting for the funeral procession of Rav Adda bar Abba to pass by. And rumor has it that that was the exact moment that he died. So the Gemara is like, I think we can safely conclude that the cause of death was in fact delaying Rav Nachman's class. So lesson 1, never be late to class. You don't know what ramifications that has. As for Rav Dimi, let's not forget how much he went through, the struggles he faced to just sell some figs, especially whilst we're buying things on Prime Day. And nobody is asking us to explain the intricacies of an elephant shitting out a basket. We have it so good.